What's going on, guys? We're here today, and today we are going to be doing a chicken catch and cook. Specifically one of these three chickens. I haven't chosen which one. It's going to be random. You'll see what I mean. It is currently late September. Way back at the end of winter, I bought 15 chicks online and they were mailed to me. Remember them? This is them now. Fillowed yet? Okay, they're actually only 7 months old because, you know, chickens grow up super fast. And not just like, you know, how they say they grow up so fast. Chickens will grow up before you even get the chance to say that. But yeah, they're 7 months old. They're actually a little bit late. I should have already had them butchered, but the main reason I did it before was because they would fight like crazy. These, on the other hand, get along great. Okay, bad example. Let's just ignore that. We turned out with a lot of roosters. We have that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Just kidding. He was already here. And I think this one here is a rooster too. And I just found that out today. See, he has spurs starting to grow, which is good because I thought we didn't have a golden laced Wyandotte rooster, which was the whole reason I bought these chicks. And then we also had another one of these silver ones. He just died out of the blue one day. So sadly, he is not here. So yeah, out of the 15 chickens, 7 of them became roosters. Well, they was already roosters. I just didn't know it. But I ain't running no rooster farm, so we're gonna have to get rid of some of them. This one, we're keeping him. He looks awesome. That one, he's gotta go. That one, and the other yellow, and those are Buff Orpingtons. They gotta go. And that other golden laced Wyandotte, wherever he went, he's smaller than the hens, which is why it's confusing that he looks like a rooster now. But we are gonna be keeping him. But that's not what I'm doing in this video. This video, I'm butchering a single chicken, and we are making food. It's a catch and cook. So let's go do that. Normally, the 3 we are after are the first ones to run out the gate every day. So we'll just open the gate a little and only let the first one out. And that will be the one that we cook today. Don't you even think about it. You lay way too many eggs. Get. Bro, get. Come on, come on, come on. And that worked perfectly. And he found him some food. We'll let him get to that. That actually worked even more perfect than I thought it would. We're gonna leave him alone. Now, even though he is a super calm chicken, I don't want him to get nervous. That's the last thing I want. I want him to be calm. I don't want him to even know what happened. And the good thing is, those chickens, they're super comfortable around me. So he's not gonna suspect anything, which to some people that might sound sad, but that's the best case scenario, is that he just goes out calmly. But it's something that's gotta be done. The more roosters we have in there, the more stressed out the hens are gonna be. And eventually they're gonna start getting picked on by the big rooster. But yeah, it's not something that you ever really want to do, especially when you raise the animal, but it's something that's got to happen sometimes. So I think it's time we wait for him to get in a good spot and then do what we got to do. Oh yeah, he loves this. Come on, big guy. And there we go. That's behind us. Let's go ahead and get this guy butchered up and let's get to cooking. This is actually our brand new catch and cook station. I got plenty of room up here to do anything we need to do for catch and cooks. I could probably fit a whole deer up here if I wanted to. I actually built this in the last short video I did. And today we are finally putting it to use. So let's go ahead and get started. Make sure to keep the liver and gizzard. And there we go. That's no different than what you buy at the store. Except it's a little older and tougher, but it also tastes better. Now, let's make the best chicken sandwich ever made on my YouTube channel. Also the only one ever made on my YouTube channel. All right, we need one more raw ingredient before we can get started here. Yeah, somehow my tomatoes are still growing. They're usually dead by this time of year. But I ain't gonna complain because we got a big red ripe one here. It's actually not that big, but it is red and it's ripe. And that's all I see, but I think that'll do us. All right, let's go ahead and get this chicken cut up. And we're gonna be using the breast meat. That is one of the few downsides to raising your own chickens, especially for meat. The breast usually isn't anything close to what you'll find in the store. At least in size. It still tastes good, sometimes even better. But that's good enough for a sandwich. It looks like a fish fillet. The fillet knife would work better here, but I've got this clean knife here, so we'll just bend the bones instead of bending the knife. There we go. Should be enough for 2 sandwiches. Now, as for the rest of this, I'm just gonna leave it all whole. That way none of the meat goes to waste. Because what I can do, if we use this in, say, sections with the legs and the thighs, we can then boil the rest of it and use it for stock. Now, I forgot to do this step before cutting the chicken up on the cutting board, so we're gonna have to use this plate instead. Let's slice the tomatoes. Whoa, that's awesome. All right, put all these in this bowl. And now we need an avocado. And we'll drop the pit into this pit. That way in 10 years, we won't have to buy those. Just kidding, it gets way too cold in Kentucky. And I also kind of cracked it open with the knife. Now peel it and slice it. We definitely don't even need this whole avocado, but I'm gonna put it in there anyway. Now that takes skill. I'm just joking, that was complete luck. That was awesome. We need a lemon. Juice that sucker in there. Don't want that seed. I guess we'll throw that down in that hole too. That's the compost, by the way. Next is extra virgin olive oil from this jar. Kind of drizzle it. That's probably too much, but I don't care. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. A little bit of salt and just a touch of garlic powder. Now we don't want to shake this because the avocado will just turn into guacamole. So we'll just turn it upside down for a little bit, kind of jiggle it around, do that again a couple times, and then we'll just let that marinate. And since this chicken won't take long, we're gonna go ahead and make the sauce for it too. So the sauce, it's actually like a ranch sauce. And now before you think, oh my God, you're just gonna put a bottle of ranch on there? No, that's disgusting. The best way to do it from the store is just buy some mayonnaise, mix it with a ranch seasoning packet, but we're not doing that today. We're going all out for this, and I mean all out. We're making the entire sauce from scratch. So like I said, you would use mayonnaise and then the seasoning packet. So we need mayonnaise. I didn't bring any because I forgot. And also, store-bought mayonnaise is absolutely disgusting. So if you don't like mayonnaise, I suggest you try homemade mayonnaise before you say that. Because if I had to guess, I'd say you just don't like store-bought mayonnaise. The ingredients we're gonna need is some kind of oil. I'm using olive oil. This is light tasting. You don't want to use extra virgin because it would be very strong. I mean, you can. I've done that before and it is extremely strong, which may work for some stuff, but it ain't gonna work for this. And we're actually gonna be using a little bit. We're also gonna need some sort of acid. I'm using white wine vinegar. I could also use this lemon juice, but I think the vinegar does better. We've got some ground mustard, paprika, and salt. Now there's one ingredient missing. In fact, it's what makes mayonnaise even possible. And that, my friends, is eggs, or just like a single egg. We don't need many. Do you know where we might find some fresh eggs that don't taste terrible because they were raised at a factory farm? I'm telling you guys, we are going all out for this. Hello, friends. Let's do this. He's so cool. Hey, you need to get out of there. Yeah, I know it. Come on out of there now. I see what I need in there. I just need you to move. Come on out of there, girl. Come on, come on. Oh, you gonna attack. I just need an egg. Come on. I see what I need. Thank you. We'll start with the egg. We're just using the yolk. Oh, and I did disinfect this. I guess a chicken can eat that when they come back down here. Man, this thing does not want to separate. There we go. Look at that beautiful yolk. Yolks are better than whites. Changed my mind. And I wasn't thinking when I separated it, so I just dropped the white on the ground. But it won't go to waste. I'll let the chickens out later. They will definitely eat that dirt. Now, we're going to need like maybe a tablespoon of this. I'm just going to eyeball it. It don't have to be perfect. That's about right. Now, I'm going to use this to mix it. This thing is like so cool. Like, look at that. Isn't that awesome? Now we'll let that set for a minute, and vinegar does kill salmonella, which I'm actually not too worried about because the fresher the egg, the safer, and I clean the shell. I would and do eat these raw anyway. All right, and now we're gonna slowly pour in the oil as we mix it. More oil. Here comes a little more. I don't know how much oil I'm adding either. I'm just gonna stop when it's thick enough. And you can see how it's already mixing up. That is so cool. Eggs are awesome, which is a really weird sentence if you have no context. Getting close, getting close. I'm gonna say a little bit more though. And that, my friends, looks good. Look at that. That is very nice. So there's our base for the sauce. We do need to add a little salt, but we're not gonna keep it mayonnaise. Now we're gonna turn it into a ranch sauce. So here goes some onion powder, a lot of that, a little bit of garlic, pepper. I like pepper. And now dill weed. Now we're gonna mix that in. We're also gonna add some of the extra virgin olive oil for taste. And now we have a homemade ranch sauce made with homemade mayonnaise, made with homemade eggs. Now, of course, we do need fire, and we're using this today. There we go. Make sure that ain't burning my cedar. And of course, we're using an iron skillet because they're the best. We'll let that get hot. Now let's season the chicken. And for that, we're gonna be using a pre-mixed Italian seasoning. Not too much, but not too little either. Garlic powder, because you can put that on pretty much anything. Some oregano. The Italian seasoning does have oregano in it, but I just like extra oregano. A little bit of onion and some salt. We'll pat that in. Then we'll turn it over and do the other side, same way. All right, our pan is smoking. Usually that means it's hot. Oh, and by the way, I am cooking with extra virgin olive oil. Sometimes you do have to worry about extra virgin olive oil burning, but this chicken is super thin, so it should be done before the oil burns. It's been a few minutes. Let's flip it. And look at that beautiful chicken. There we go, guys. I think this is ready. Yeah, that's real good. Real good. Wrong way. I do that every single time. That is looking so good, and it smells even better. Now, I will say they did cook up a lot. Like, I have a big hand, but still, that is insanely small. And also, they got a really nice crust. I didn't expect it to be that good. Like, listen to this. And while they're hot, we are gonna put some cheese on top of there. Now this may look like fancy homemade cheese, but it's actually just American and cheddar melted together. That's not usually what I put on these. It's probably still gonna be good. I have put American on them before and that's all right. I think together they're gonna be really good. But the best three you could use is Swiss, provolone, and Munster.
Munster.
Yeah, some of those would have been way better, but some idiot completely forgot to get those. It's me. I'm the idiot. But I think this is going to be just as good, if not better. I'll let you know. But as of right now, if you're going to make these, do Munster, provolone, or Swiss. And for the bread, we have these brioche buns here. I actually made these fresh. I'm not going to like put the recipe on here because you pretty much got to be an expert to know how to make these. And I thought I was going to be able to make 2 sandwiches, but remember, these are super tiny. So we're just going to do one. We're going to melt in some butter. And we'll just toast them in there. Shouldn't take them too long. They're already getting there. Let's turn up the heat just a tad. Let them cook. Oh, let's see how that looks. Just about there. That one looks good to me. Let's move this one over here to the dry side. That is kind of a benefit of cooking on a slope. Oh, almost forgot. Now let's assemble. You can see that turned out really nice. There are these little black specks. That's actually the seasonings from the chicken. I don't think those are gonna make a difference. I think we're still good there. Now, put some sauce on the bottom bun. Then goes the chicken with the cheese, the tomatoes, and the avocados. I actually really like these tiny tomatoes. They're not like grape tomatoes, but they're also not beefsteak. And these have been soaking in the oil and the lemon juice we put in here, and those are going to be amazing. And now, just need more sauce on the top bun. And here we go. Man, that looks beautiful. All right, guys, here we go. Moment of truth. This thing's greasy, by the way. Normally, greasy things taste bad. This is greasy because it's soaked in butter. I see this as an absolute win. So here we go. Look at that. That is a juicy chicken burger. It's not really a burger, I don't guess. Woo! This is the best chicken sandwich I've had in my entire life. It is so good. As I suspected it would be, the chicken is a little bit chewy. You're gonna have that when you raise your own chickens. Unless you raise breeds that are specifically for meat, but it's probably gonna have more flavor, just like this does. The tomato and avocado, that's always amazing. The bread's good, it's great that it's toasted. The cheese actually didn't turn out bad. I still think Munster's better.
Munster.
Or provolone or Swiss. But the chicken itself, both the seasoning and the fact that it just has flavor instead of the store-bought chicken, which is tasteless, that just puts this sandwich over the top. And like I said, this is the best chicken sandwich I have ever eaten. It is a little messy, but sometimes the best foods are the messiest foods. I'm sorry you just had to watch me scarf down that entire chicken sandwich. But yeah, that was amazing. Definitely try this. Normally I tell you in my videos, if I cook like a possum or something, I'll tell you what you can buy that tastes like that at the store, like dark meat chicken or something like that. And I was just about to say, if you don't have chicken, then you can buy chicken at the store. So yeah, definitely try this recipe. It's amazing. If you have the chance to use fresh chicken like this, absolutely do it. It makes the difference, believe me. Like I said, the texture, it's not as good, but the taste, it actually has like it's kind of almost a gamey taste, but it's not bad. Like it's just enough to give it some flavor, especially if you get them at this age. But yeah, my bag's flying away. But yeah, definitely recommend trying it. I'm glad I did get to try out the new Catch and Cook station, which is really just a giant outdoor countertop. But hey, it's still really useful. I'm also really glad we got a head start to butchering the chickens this season. I'm glad I got started on it before they started picking on each other real bad and fighting. That was the duck. Come on. She's so innocent. How do you get on her bad side? So guys, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This was really fun. The sandwiches were also delicious, or sandwich, because we only made one. If you guys like this hat I'm wearing, you can find this and other merch on my website at DerekOutdoors.com. Link is always in the top of the description. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Also, since we are going to be keeping this big dude, let me know what you guys think we should call him down in the comments.